so we're gonna give him a hand. We'll see how it goes. He plans to be pulling the motor this whole weekend, so today's Saturday. I can only help him up until a little into the afternoon, so we'll see what we can get done. Right now we're headed to meet up with him at Sonic. We'll be headed out to Kansas City soon after that.
Trying to figure out what the hell I want for breakfast.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Breakfast of champions. Tots. Alright, we got some food here at Sonic. Dennis is gonna take me over to his place. We're gonna see if we can bring the engine jack over in my car, because it actually has quite a bit of room in here. He'll carry over all my tools that I have, and maybe he'll show me what kind of car he has, so let's go take a look. Alright. We just made it over to Dennis's place. And you can tell it's his place by the nice RX-7 that's sitting out here. This is it?
Yep, it's a Datsun, dude. Guess they're right.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she's looking.
It's really clean. Is it just the shell? No? Yeah.
And the train's over there. It's the engine running. It was running, but then I was putting on the flywheel, and I put the flywheel bolts in diagonally. And then, yeah, so then I tried to tap it to get it to realign the threads, and then the tap broke on me inside the actual engine.
So this...
No, it's actually not toast.
It's not?
Yeah, there's a guy up in downtown Lawrence that might be able to fix it up. So if anyone actually knows how to do it, they should fill me in. If he can't, but I can put this transmission on.
So are you gonna like sell this motor?
Yeah, well, it's the original motor that came in it like 45 years ago. So
You gonna hang on to it then?
might, and then depending on how much I want to put into the turbo motor.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get this jack in there. Currently taking the seat out
What's the difference between that?
to get some room in this car for the engine hoist. Because 240s have all the room in the world. It's gonna be a full on track car. Luckily it's just 4 bolts to take out the seat, so it's not too hard. I'll leave the seat here and come back for it. Hey, there are my glasses. The little kids love it. Monica! There's so much stuff in here. And I don't even have a seat. Gotta buckle up the engine hoist. Make sure that's nice and tight. Actually, we will. That way it doesn't fly anywhere. But let's go do some race car stuff. There's a significant amount of weight in here now, but maybe it'll be a good load for the engine. I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to be filming a majority of the day
It's all
here.
good, dude. I don't mind it.
That's good,
Ready to get YouTube famous anyway.
right? Someday it's going to happen.
Yeah, hell yeah. Just keep at it, dude.
All right, we're headed out. Hopefully nothing bad happens. I shouldn't have said that. Why did I say that? Oh, it smells like gas. It smells great. I'm trying a new camera angle. I hope you guys aren't getting like a hard zoom on my face. If it's bad, let me know in the comments. Luckily, instead of taking the interstate, Dennis says we're going to be taking some back ways, which will be great. I'll be able to still vary my RPMs. Right now we're about 489 miles into the break-in, so due for an oil change after long. break-in, oil change, 50 miles, and then 200 miles, so. And the oils look pretty great. You know, the first oil change we had a few flakes, basically just a pearly looking oil. Second oil change, way less flakes. So, you know, as you're breaking in your motor, you want to see less and less of the pearly flakes coming in through your motor oil. What those flakes are is basically material from your cylinder walls. So those piston seats are getting seated and essentially eating away and kind of sitting themselves inside the cylinder, as far as I understand. Like I said, I am definitely no expert in these areas. This is just going off of information that I myself have learned from the internet and from people around me. So it's always a learning experience with these cars, which is something that I love. I mean, you love it if you love these cars. So I'm not complaining about the volume of my exhaust, but it's making me reconsider my desire to leave the seat down all the time, because when the seat's down, it's definitely significantly more droney than it is with the seat up. So, I mean, I love it, but it's there. So, yeah, we're just cruising along. Great old Kansas. It is pretty significantly flat. I suppose that's one bummer about Kansas, is that it's very flat and the roads are very straight, because there's no need for curvy roads if you can just make a straight line. Because I guess the reason for hilly roads would be to traverse hilly terrain, which is something I love. I actually was able to find I was able to find a pretty curvy road thanks to Andrew Slimmer. So shout out to you, man. Andrew finished his Subaru Forester build, so I'm pretty sure it has like a forged bottom end and bigger turbo. It pulls really hard, so I'm pretty excited for him on that. So I want to give a huge shout out to Drift Magic. Drift Magic is a YouTube channel. He is covering his 240 build. He's put out some awesome content so far, and he's got some awesome stuff coming along, so keep up to date with how his build's going. This is in 5th gear right now, my top gear overdrive. Apparently we're going 70 miles an hour, right? We're going 65 miles an hour. That's a problem I have to sort out with my gear ratios. I don't know if a 6-speed swap would help that, but of course that's way down the road. Nothing I can afford as of now, but it is a bit of a problem. I'd like to be in a lower RPM range when on highway speeds, but you know, just all part of figuring it out. But it makes me wonder, I know a lot of most 240s come with like a 408 rear gear ratio. I wonder if this one comes with an even shorter one, like a 4.3 maybe. These SR transmissions aren't very different from the KA transmissions as far as I know, so I don't think the trans is the problem there, but we'll get it figured out someday. I was just followed by a cop for like a solid 5-6 miles. It was a Johnson County cop, and he made me so nervous. Luckily, Denis was nice enough to pull to the side so the cop would pass us, so I don't have to worry about him anymore. But I wasn't doing anything wrong. Cops just make me nervous. My heart's just pounding a million miles a minute, just like sweating bullets, hoping he doesn't find some reason to pull me over. I mean, I'm not doing anything wrong. It's just, you know, it makes you nervous. So, shout out to you, Denis. Oh, again with the window.
Figure it out, man.
What's wrong with your GPS?
It's sketchy, dude.
So it looks like maybe we're getting close. It feels like we're in the middle of nowhere, which is basically true. It's not sketchy at all, because I don't see a house in sight anywhere. Thank goodness. Civilization. That's actually a nice place. And we made it. See a pretty Z in there.
Dude, hell yeah. You should take the one in there.
Yeah? Oh my goodness. Oh! Wow. It's beautiful. It's not.
Those are the boats I was talking
How many Z's this guy have?
about. Nasty. There's one more inside.
Damn.
I think that's about it. Yep. This lovely old 83 280ZX with that turbo engine.
So this is what they look like stripped down.
Yeah. Well, actually, the guy kind of changed it. I think he was going for like a derby kind of like thing. He was trying to make it into a derby car. So like this is all beefed up.
Yeah, it looks
Like,
really solid,
yeah.
but you're just taking the motor.
Yeah. So what we're planning to do is just he's gonna tow it on his truck. We're gonna pull it out and then try to back it straight so that we can try and push it straight back into the garage and then we can work on it from there.
Gotcha. So the goal is like 3 hours.
Huh?
The goal is like 3 hours.
That's my goal.
Dude, that's pretty ambitious.
to beat your 5 hours. How about that? That's top.
Yeah. Are you worried about the wiring?
Yeah, that's honestly my biggest worry.
Okay. Yeah, that
But
could take a little longer, especially if it's like so many years old.
yeah, shout out to Carlos for being able to help me out because he's done this swap before, so he's already been through it.
Carlos?
Yeah, Carlos Ranson, he's on the page. He has the other 40Z
Nice.
or 280Z. He got it turboed, so he knows exactly the troubles.
Dude, it's awesome when you have experienced help like that. Like
Yeah,
people who know
literally perfect.
what you're gonna run into.
A happy little mouth.
Muscles. Oh, muscles.
This knife has a straight edge on it, so it's very easy. A happy little mouth.
Not sketchy. Totally cool. That worked significantly better than I thought it would. Just have to take another look at this garage.
It's so sick, it's making you cough.
Yeah, dude. It's got like a. This thing's all done up.
Yeah, like supercharged.
Oh, it is supercharged.
Yeah.
I totally missed that. Yeah, it's got the centrifugal
Yeah, he's about to tell you all
turbocharger.
about it, I bet.
Didn't pay very much and just having a blast with it. We did the bolt-on, distilling here in the garage.
Still in, yeah.
My son works at Aeromotive. We did a full wire and tube tuck on the engine bay while we did the assembly and the installation.
It looks really clean.
Thank you.
Like,
I mean, no, people think it's like, oh, what a nice kit, but it wouldn't look that way unless you took the time to install
Absolutely,
the
yeah.
extra hours. See the way everything's laying right down there underneath? That all that's hiding, all
Yeah.
that's hiding. They would just have you just lay it all across the top of the engine.
I mean, it looks so clean. I almost thought it was factory. I didn't even
Yeah.
notice the charger on
They've
there.
done the bracket again new, still in built. You know, you're doing Steve Millen.
Yeah.
So you buy the bracket, the Vortec. I got 8-pound pulley. They want you to cut this from here to here.
Oh, you didn't want to do that.
My boy, he's 27. He's like, let's just think about that for a second before we start cutting, because once we cut, we can't go back.
Yep.
And he's like, little blue tape, I think we can make that fit. And he was like measuring this and measuring this and measuring here. And I was here and he worked this and it just, it went right in.
That's
He's
awesome.
like, we did it. And I go, it don't move, right? So there's no, there's like a 1/16 of an inch.
Yeah,
And he's like, it's beautiful.
it really is.
It really is.
Are you still thinking of staying here till around 1, or are you gonna help us through?
I can stay till 1. I gotta leave at that time though.
Fair enough. Got work or something?
I got family coming in, so I gotta be there for them.
All right, you got K-State on anyway. You know, you're on.
Actually, I go to KU.
Oh, I was wondering if you're in Lawrence.
I just took a year at K-State for engineering.
Okay.
Then I moved up to Lawrence
Right
to go
on.
to KU. Yeah.
I'm KU.
Yeah.
Class of 83. Otherwise, I wouldn't even help Dennis. Doesn't mean I don't really know anything about Z's.
So we've got the Datsun raised. We gotta speed through everything. Fortunately, I have to leave in a little bit, so won't be able to help out the whole time.
You should be solid after that.
Thing's huge. This bolt is huge, dude.
What is it, a 23?
It's 22. It actually looks pretty clear. Yeah.
Dope.
See.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, that's solid. I really want this to be my place, man.
Dude, after
You always overestimate what tools you need.
Huh?
Always overestimate what tools you need.
Seriously. Should have brought the Armada.
So we've got to leave a little early. Dennis and Gary look like they should be in good hands. I have to get back for some family stuff, so should make it on time.
Spanish?
Yeah.
Goodbye, baby. They won't forget about you.
I got the wrong ethnicity.
Treat them well.
No wonder.
Good luck, man.
Oh, awesome. Thanks.
Come on, Stella. Get out of here.
I'll see you later, man.
Yeah.
Good luck with
appreciate your
everything.
time, dude. I'll thank you. Yeah.
Yep.
See you to
Let
the
me know how it
YouTube
goes.
fans.
You got
Yeah.
it fixed up. He wouldn't have been able to get this far without you.
yeah, dude, I can't snap that off.
Coming back.